there's this notion that we call generational world. We've researched it across the world. So we've done huge studies in the US, Brazil, and China, thinking that that sort of gave us the developed world, the moderately developed world, and the developing world, right? So, and we found the information is the same, right? Majority of people don't define themselves by age anymore. Age is an irrelevancy to them. They don't think of themselves as old or young. They just think of themselves as people. They look at mobile not like, oh wait, look at this handset I have. They look at it and say, mobile makes me free. I'm free to do what I want. I'm free to marry who I want. I'm free to say what I want. Huge, huge. They look at self-empowerment as being a huge issue, right? I'm self-empowered. My life is my own. Everything that I do is my own. So we think that this is an important concept to understand. And the implication for brands is that the traditional demographics that once existed, men 18 to 34, women 8, are just irrelevant. Now, you would think that they'd be irrelevant, that we would make them irrelevant because we're in this world, and yet, just go online and look at any discussion of demographics, and even when we talk about all the data we have, it still somehow defaults to sort of the millennials and the Zs and this and that. I look at that list, it's another slide that I have that I didn't show today. I look at the list, I cross 10 categories on the list of, you know, of what we're calling today different generations. I cross at least 10 categories, at least. And so, who cares? The critical issue is when I'm in that persona, how do you talk to me? How do you reach me? How do you tell me a story that's interesting to me and important to me? How do you make sure that I get your story? And I think that that's really what the world is about. I just give you an example. It was just so interesting. I was online today, so I was looking for something from Frontgate, which is a big US catalog. So I didn't pay attention. I just found it early this morning. I found what I was looking for. I pressed the button to get the price. The price came up in Rand, and it said, we can ship to South Africa. So I realized that they were using the IP, and they figured out where I was. So they weren't even looking at me. And they have my information. They were just looking at where I was. And wow, I thought that is so cool. Right now, it happens all the time, but still, it just shows you. So there's this notion of generational. I could be here, I could be there, I could be any place and buying that same stuff. There was another proof point that we used from BBC, where BBC did a study of the 1,000 most favorite songs of 16-year-olds, I think, and 60-year-olds or something. I mean, it was just like, the exact age is irrelevant, but that's basically the spread. 40% conversion, that's true. 40% conversion, so in other words, convergence. So in other words, 40% of people 16-year-old and 60-year-old like the same songs. That's huge.